Hey, welcome in. You're listening to the daily version of the Cortland Economics Report. I'm Al Cortland. Appreciate you joining me. It is Wednesday, July 13th. This program is being produced exclusively for my friends at Kitco. Got a real breakout in both gold and silver going on right now. Big increase yesterday. Same thing today as we're recording here. Gold is up almost $20 an ounce, $18.20 specifically, getting very close to $1,600. It's $15.8650 on the ask side right now. Silver is acting pretty much the same way. It's up $1.75 an ounce, $37.90. And interestingly enough, we have, in terms of the major, what I would call conventional markets, increases in everything other than the U.S. dollar. On the index, the U.S. dollar is down 0.83 to 75.09. Very, very interesting situation. Let's see what my guest Frank Holmes thinks this, what kind of opportunity he thinks this presents for you folks out there. Frank, what do you think?
Well, I think there's a couple of things one have to look at. Is that the cycle that we usually get a seasonal pattern for gold that bottoms in August. And it appears that it will be bottoming early for several reasons. One is the contagion out of European banks, the French and Germans in particular, that have so much Greek debt on their balance sheets, and Portuguese debt and Italian debt, etc., coupled with the debt battle here in America for the debt ceiling. So that could trigger, the fear trade could trigger what starts off, usually the cycle starts off with I call the love trade, where basically China and India start consuming, and Middle East started off consuming for gift giving for their heart. And what we're seeing is it appears the fear trade happening earlier.
Well, I think the fear trade is definitely happening early, and I think that there's all kinds of reasons for that. I've been going back and forth, Frank, with our listeners about the situation with the debt ceiling here in the United States. My opinion about that, I think it's causing a lot of uncertainty, and I think that unsophisticated people are very, very frightened by the president's comment that he couldn't guarantee, a continuation of Social Security and other entitlement payments if the debt ceiling were not raised. That's rather a ridiculous statement in my humble opinion. But having said that, I think a lot of people are very frightened, and I think that in terms of positive impacts on the price, I guess I should say, of precious metals, it doesn't get any better than it is right now, and has been for the past couple of years. When you look at the debt situation in both Europe and in North America, and then you look at the volatility that continues in the Middle East. I personally, both for the midterm, both from the short term all the way to the long term, am very, very optimistic about an increase in the price of precious metals. You think I'm nuts?
No, and I think the first thing you want to do is make sure you go to the estate jewelry and buy all that 18, 22 karat gold jewelry for your beautiful wife. That's the first and foremost thing to do, because you get 2 for 1. You've got economics and you've got love. And I think it's interesting how many people are selling their gold at these recycling, buy their gold. So many people are this sort of scrap metal up there, try to look for money, but they make such huge margins. It's unbelievable, much more than a gold mining company makes. And I think that it's probably smart, because I was recently in New York at where they sell estate jewelry, and they're telling me their biggest fear is it's going quickly. They said Asians are coming in and buying their estate jewelry.
Sure.
And they said that what happens is when they go to replace it, because they're basically, you can buy gold at $500 an ounce, and even if there's a premium for that estate jewelry, you're basically paying the same cost it is today at or $1,500.
Yeah. No,
I think that's a key. Honestly, I really do, where you get 2 for 1.
Yeah, we have a situation right now in precious metals that I think is absolutely incredible. Frank, thank you so much. Listen, I want to alert listeners, Frank Holmes will be on the weekend edition. We're going to have a rather lengthier conversation there. He is one of the most brilliant people in our industry. I respect his opinion. You folks tune in and see if you don't agree. Frank, thanks so much, my friend.